Hey guys, it's Bree. So today I'm going to be doing a very requested video, and that is my review of the Eva Cup by the Anagan company. So this is the Eva Cup, and this is the little pouch that it comes with. I believe this is called Blizzard Blue, if I'm correct. I'm just trying to look at the website. So the Eva Cup comes in two sizes, a size small and a size large. And if you want to know the exact details for how they kind of size them, it's sort of average to everyone else. But they say the small, which is the one I have here, it's for women under 30 who have never delivered vaginally or by C-section. And the size large is supposedly for women over 30 years old and or for women who have delivered vaginally or by C-section. So personally, I actually go more on how heavy your flow is. If you don't think your vaginal canal has changed much since you gave birth, if you have had a baby, especially if you had a C-section, then and you still have a light period, I'd still go for the small if I were you. If you feel like you have stretched out a bit down there, then definitely go for the large regardless of your age. Especially if you have a heavy period, I think you can always go for a large, to be quite frank. So I contacted the Eva Cup company several months ago, way back in January, I believe, actually, of this year. I had a lot of requests by you guys to review it, so I messaged them, and then they only recently appointed someone to go through their kind of requests they were getting for reviews of the Eva Cup. And so finally they got right down to my email, and they said, hey, yeah, we'll be happy to send you one. So they did, and this was about 2 months ago I got this. I have used it for one cycle, mainly because my body is being a bit stupid at the moment. It's not liking having menstrual cups in it, especially on the first few days of my cycle when I'm a bit crampy. It seems to be agitating it a bit more. I did use this when I was away on holiday in August, but I couldn't use it for my last cycle, simply because it just, I don't know, the internal makeup of my body has just changed a little bit. I think my cervix was a bit swollen, and it just didn't like having a bigger menstrual cup in there, because even though it's just a small one, it's a bit longer, and my cervix usually drops down to the second knuckle on my finger, and you can see the cup is obviously longer than that. So if I want to use it, I kind of have to coax my cervix into it, but that's just the makeup of my vagina. The Eva Cup is made from 100% medical grade silicone, and is also produced in an FDA approved factory in the US. So those of you in the States, you'll be very happy because you can buy it directly from there. They also ship all over though, I'm pretty sure, so you can get it no matter where you are. And it's a very affordable cup. And considering it's so affordable, I am very impressed with the silicone. It feels really good, actually. It doesn't feel cheap or plasticky or anything like that. It feels like it's been well made and everything. And they say specifically in an email they sent me, they wanted me to mention other things, they say that they deliberately charge less for it to encourage more women to use it. So if you're on a tight budget and you're wanting to try out a cup and you're afraid to buy a cheaper one, because this is sold on Amazon can be a bit hit or miss with menstrual cups. You can sometimes end up with a knockout, like a knockup brand, which splits open after 2 months, and ideally they can last 10 years if you get a properly made one. So I would definitely recommend this one. It feels very well made. There's no seams I can see that look like they're going to burst or anything. You can see from the cup itself, the structure is kind of different from a lot of menstrual cups. It has like this second rim that is a little bit firmer, and this is what really helps the cup to pop open, I think. It's then softer down the base here, so you can easily grab the grip rings here, which are pretty good. I didn't have any issues with them. It also had quite a short stem that wasn't flexible at all. Very easy to grip, but I cut it off because, like I said, I have a low cervix. They also sell the Eva Cup on their website, anagan.com, which I'll link down below, in like gift sets. So if you want to buy one and give one to a friend, you can do that. And the other thing I quite like about the company is they also try and donate menstrual cups out to girls in developing countries, so to keep them in school and to keep them working, girls and women I should say, where there's not really that much access to menstrual hygiene or menstrual health at all, or any type of sanitary protection. So it's really good that they can get those out there, and I think it's a really nice thing the company's doing. So like I said, when I used it, it was kind of a firmer cup, which meant I could only use it on the 4th and 5th day of my cycle, when I'm still bleeding but I'm quite a bit lighter. So in terms of how it would deal with a heavy flow, I can't really say. My flow's not that heavy anyway, but I always insert it using the punch down fold like this into the vagina. Those of you who aren't familiar with menstrual cups, you can watch my channel for all this stuff. Pinch it, remove it, all that kind of deal. Then you pour the menstrual blood into the toilet and wash the cup out and reinsert. So I didn't have any issues with it. Like I said, I could easily get it out. It popped open. It didn't feel uncomfortable in me or anything. I'm pretty pretty good with menstrual cups now. I've been using them for 2.5 years. I think I know what I'm doing. My literally only issue with it was that, number one, my body was being silly. And this particular month, I was cramping a lot, and I also had to do, like, I got my period on a Friday, and I had dance rehearsals Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I just wanted to use a cup I was really, really familiar with for that particular time. You guys have been begging me to do this review, and I'm pretty sure I have a good idea of it now. So, those of you who don't have particularly sensitive bladders, I think you'll be absolutely fine with that. Those of you who do, however, I'm not so sure. It is a longer cup, which usually is fine for those of you who are more sensitive down there, because actually it doesn't open out, doesn't stretch your vaginal walls too much, so it shouldn't interfere with your urinary tract. But you never know. So if you have a particularly sensitive bladder, I'd say maybe this isn't a cup for you just because it's quite firm at the top here. But if you don't have a particularly sensitive bladder, then this is definitely a cup I think you should consider. It is, as I said before, quite long, so that was my main issue, was I really struggled to get it in because of my low cervix. But those of you who have higher cervixes, where you can get your finger in to past second knuckle, maybe to this knuckle, or even not be able to touch your cervix, you'll be absolutely fine with this cup. And I would definitely recommend it because I think it's well made, I like the company, and it's a really good price. So for those of you who really want to have as cheap as possible menstrual cup but don't want to buy a knockoff brand, this is one you should consider. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please subscribe. Remember, I'm doing my dance shows this week, so there's not going to be a video up on Thursday, but there will be one back next Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.